southwest corner of this continent, there lies the Gulf of California, a marine valley of fabulous depth to which sportsmen are drawn from all over the world. The first white men to marvel at its lonely beauty were the conquistadors of Cortez time, who searched the Gulf for pearls. As they cruised its quiet bays, pelicans flapped away majestically, gulls wheeled overhead, and cormorants eyed them from their nesting places on the rocks. The seals paused briefly in their endless play to contemplate the strangers, then plunged again into the surf in quest of fish. For seals, cormorants, gulls, and pelicans, all are fishermen. And in the days of the conquistadors, the Gulf belonged to them. To them and to the inexhaustible array of fish they preyed upon. But now, a fisherman of still another breed has joined their company. The newcomer is a sportsman, a man who hunts big game fish in the sea. And usually he drives down to the Gulf across our western deserts in his car. His first destination is likely to be old Tucson in Arizona, a city whose frontier atmosphere has only recently been tempered by the arrival of handsome visitors from nearby dude ranches. South of Tucson, he finds himself in cattle country, where cowboys still ride the range. Then he crosses into Mexico in a wide, barren land, still traveling south. There's Nogales, Hermosillos. Then, less than 300 miles from Tucson, Guaymas. An ancient Spanish city, land of heart's delight for big game fishermen from all the world. The city itself is interesting, both for its architecture and its history. But few fishermen pause for long to stare at anything as they drive in. They move straight through until they reach their destination. The Playa de Cortes on shining Cochabamba Bay. This gracious hacienda beneath the towering mountains is the very home port of deep-sea fishermen. Their place to play and rest between back-breaking bouts with the great game fish of the Gulf. It's no hardship to arrive here in the afternoon too late to go fishing until the next day, for Guaymas is a place of leisure. There is time to unpack and get settled. Time to listen to the guitars and relax. The long, hot ride is over, and enchanting gardens welcome you from all sides. The late hours of the afternoon are ideal for a dip in the big pool. And there's no better way to sharpen your appetite for a buffet supper in the open air. Mariachis in their gala costumes entertain you in Mexican style with plaintive ballads and love songs as evening comes on. An unforgettable Guaymas evening with the Gulf ablaze under a canopy of powdered jewels. Morning's first thought is for the tackle. The big reels like this 9/0 Templar are unpacked and mounted on the rods. A rod with an 8-ounce, 6.5-foot tip is just about right for marlin and sail. Then the leaders are fastened on with exactly the right knot. We start the day with an 8/0 hook, sharp as a thorn and tempered like a sword. Then we're... The girls have a strike right now. Yes, and it's a dolphin, the most beautiful fish in the sea, and they're reeling it in pretty hard. Their tackle is heavy for fish this size, so all they need do is keep pumping. He'll come aboard by and by. Unfortunately, those beautiful colors won't last, in spite of the ice in the fish pots. The next one we'll catch is a sail, says the mate as he baits up again. Well, that may be, but you can never tell what you'll get in these waters. You can only be sure you'll be busy once you throw your bait over the side. He was right. It is a sail and a beauty. Just look at those jumps. 36 minutes later, the fish is in close to the stern. He was brought in a little too fast and is still green, so there's plenty of fight left in him. This is dangerous work for the mate. That steel leader can cut like a buzzsaw. The long bill can be dangerous too. So the skipper jumps in barehanded. They'll get him aboard all right, but not without some persuasion. Persuasion and two broad backs. Ladies, you can come in now and admire him. Not everyone goes after the big one. Not right away, anyhow. Sometimes it's fun to pause on your way out just to catch bait. For at Guaymas, you never know what you've got when you feel that big tug on your line. This one is giving the light tackle and that little capital reel quite a workout. It behaves like a mackerel, not a Spanish mackerel, but one of the cirro mackerel that abound in the Gulf. Yes, and that's what it is, too. And wait a minute, fella. Don't derrick him in like that. You seldom wait long for a bite when you're fishing at Guaymas. Here's another derricking operation, and this one boats a triggerfish. The pelicans seem to be shocked by these amateurs, or perhaps it's just that they're jealous. Well, it's fun anyway, and the Pflueger tackle will take it. But this time, the mate is ready to reach for the leader. And it's another mackerel. What's this, still another? Oh, no, this time we have a red snapper. Well, put him away in the fish box. That fish would make bait for a hungry man. Well cooked, he'll make an excellent dinner. But let's board a boat where they're out after bigger game. This party is looking for sail. And here's action. Look at that reel unwind. It is a sail and a good one, too. That star drag is set just right. You can see the spool unwind even as the hand cranks forward when the fish pulls too hard. They're getting him in closer now, but it takes real skill to bring these fish to the boat on light tackle. Sails are tremendous fighters. They often take out 300 or 400 feet of line on a run, and many are boated dead from exhaustion. This fish will weigh 80-odd pounds. Another technique of baiting for sale consists of filleting some good-sized fish like this tuna, then stitching the fillet into place around the shaft of the hook. A bait so made trolls well behind the outrigger, but usually not for long. The sail has his own way of first prodding the bait with his bill, then taking it gingerly into his mouth and running with it. You let him take it for a while before you hit him. Here's a strike now. It's like fireworks. These are the spine-tingling moments when you know that you've got him hooked. With such light tackle as this expert fisherman is using, it will cost an hour at least to bring a good fish alongside. A little more tension on the drag helps, but too much will part the line. "50 minutes after this sail was on the hook, he was a long way out and still making powerful runs. After 85 minutes of fighting, he still had these jumps left in him. Great strength was suddenly gone. In just under an hour and a half, he was bolted. A prize fish for light tackle, weighing 165 pounds. Guaymas, fisherman's paradise. Whether you're out for big game fish or just catching bait, there's a thrill in it every time you put your hook in the water. For in this vast aquarium, it's never too long between strikes, and there's no way of telling what's coming up next. Days on the water here are an experience no one ever forgets. Guaymas, fisherman's paradise.